Welcome back to the channel, YouTubing. It's Pat Card Scale Dreams. First off, I just want to thank all my subscribers, viewers. Really appreciate the support on the last few videos. Haven't been really doing videos lately, but kind of been preoccupied with stuff. Work, of course, is always busy. So technically, I really only get 3 days to build. And so if I'm doing other stuff, I don't get a lot of time up here. So having said that, I know I'm behind on my videos, watching videos, but I do watch here and there, but sometimes I just don't get distracted or whatever, and I don't get to watch the complete video, but I do leave my likes, and I do I try to watch them in their entirety. But I don't always get to comment. But anyways, so let's see. This is Sunday Model Cars and Coffee, hosted by Paul over at Left Coast Model Car Builds. Go check Paul out. Awesome channel. His whole family gets involved. His pops just finished Stone Woods and Cook. Is it Stone Woods and Cook? Willie's. Really awesome. Go check that out if you haven't. If you're not subscribed to his channel, subscribe and all that good stuff. So I'm going to show you something I've been working on and off. It's been a little bit since I've worked on it, but I've got an engine for it, so I'll show you what engine I'm thinking about putting into it, and kind of my vision that I have for this one. So this is the kit. It's a 66 Olds 442. Hoping to build like a, well, not hoping, I'm going to be building a drag car, basically. Probably street / drag car. You know, stuff. Some racing goodies, left it in the back. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I'll get you turned around and we'll have a look at this project, where I'm at with it so far. Okay, so here we are with the body. This is what I've got so far. As you can see, the hood, it's a cowl that I made out of styrene. Pretty simple. I think it looks pretty decent. I'm not sure if I want to put a line down the center just to break it up a little bit, or maybe round the edges off a little more. But as it stands, I think it looks pretty decent. So that's what we're going on with the hood. And the body, this is the reason I haven't touched it in a little bit. So my door jambs are a little too wide. I used the back of a hobby blade when I did this. This was right before I had this tool, the scribing tool. I really wish I'd had this, or discovered that tool works way better. More control. But anyways, so my gaps are too wide on these doors that open. They're not quite glued in yet. They do come off, or they're supposed to come off anyway. Oh yeah, this way. So I just have styrene tubing in here that I've glued in, and then the paper clips just slide into the tubing, right? So I bent it in This is going to cause a little bit of issue when I put the door panel on, because it's I did a little different than rather having the door open just coming out instead of hinging the way it's supposed to hinge. So you can see how that opens there. How a door should open. So I'm hoping I didn't put this hinge here too far back, that it's not gonna affect the door skin too much on the inside. I won't have to cut too much out of there, but we'll see how that ends up. So I still have to tighten. Once I get this glued in, it should sit obviously better. But this gap is pretty wide. But I'm at the point right now that I don't think I'm going to even worry about the gap. Once I get some paint on there, it'll close up a little bit more. So once I get it glued, it should sit like this, which isn't too bad. And of course I need a lot of cleanup on the edges. So here's the trunk, hinged as well. This isn't glued in, this does come off. So tubing on this end, tubing across here. And then of course the paper clip bent so that it opens. So I have some magnets that I will utilize and put them somewhere under here, and of course inside here and the back and the door to so they close properly. Justin over at J Hart Model Works has used them a few times, and I've watched he's done it with great success. So go check out his videos if you've not seen those. Does some really nice work as well. So yeah, that's what I got going on with the body. So one thing I did do with the body, there was molding that went all the way around the wheel wells. That's all been sanded off. The molding on the rocker here has also been shaved off. So that was quite the process. It looks pretty decent. You can still kind of see it's... So I just went and hit it with the black, so when I start sanding this down, I'll be able to see low spots, high spots. Well, low spots, and I'll be able to see those areas easily. So that's where we're at with the body. So the engine I'm thinking of using is a 572 with stacks. So this is the engine here. Some really nice detail on it from Iceman Collections. I haven't used one of his engines, but I have got a couple builds that this one and another one that I'm putting a couple Iceman engines. So I'm excited to get this one going. You can see that pretty sweet pulley system there. So these are your intake manifold, the stacks. Those look sweet. So it looks like you get high stacks and low stacks. So whichever ones you want to use, I guess. I think. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. And oh yeah, there's another another lower one down there, and there's one that fell in between here. So yeah, there's high stacks and low stacks, so that's good. That should be good. So yeah, that'll be a cool little cool engine to build. So obviously this is an automatic. Really nice kit. 3D kit. The other option I was kind of thinking was using this intake and this one. I think it's out of a Hemi or something like that, but I was thinking of hogging out the middle here so that this will sit down in there so that it fits on the, I think it's a 400 block, could be wrong, but then I'd have to figure out something with the headers, because I definitely wouldn't want to use these exhaust manifolds. So either I put a whole new kit, engine kit, 3D engine, or I somehow modify this Oldsmobile engine, and don't really have many options for Oldsmobile. I don't know if anybody has a 3D kit out there for like drag. I haven't really seen one, so if anybody knows anything about that, let me know. So basically this will be the kind of a race bucket style for the fronts instead of these the old stock. Haven't really done much to the interior yet. It's going to need a roll cage and whatnot. Basically all I've done is made this panel for the trunk area, so that'll feel that nice. And still debating if I'm going to use the back seat or not. If I want to do like a street with the back seat, or just take the seat out and just have roll cage and 2 seats. So we'll figure that out as we go along, or before we start building that interior. And then last thing I wanted to show is this photo etch set for the Oldsmobile 442, the AMT kit. So this is a really nice kit. It's got all the scripts, emblems, steering wheel, door key, lock, the grill, license plate, mirror, some hold down for your wires. Yeah, just a super awesome kit, detailing kit. Pedals, these are for your mirrors, I believe. Door cranks, steering wheel. Not sure I'll use this steering wheel or not, but we'll see. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'll have to cut out the center of the grill. Cut the plastic out. I thought I had it here somewhere. Yeah, I do. So I have cut it out here. So all this in here has been removed. how to cut this off, because there is a 442 for that. So it's still got to cut that off. I kind of messed up right there. Cut it too far. So that grill will go in and behind like so. So that'll look pretty cool. So that's where I'm at with this one. Hopefully I can get some work done on this and do some cool videos with this model car garage set and some UV resin, making some really nice scripts and emblems. So thanks for checking out the video. I appreciate it. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend, rest of their weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Pat out, model on.
Thank you very much.